What is going on, people of the internet? My name, of course, is Panther. Welcome your faces back to the channel once again. Today we are going to be discussing all the shit that's going on with Modern Warfare. Now, this was supposed to be the savior Call of Duty game. This was supposed to be what redeemed the whole franchise and series, but it seems like it's just going down in the spiral downward trend that every single Call of Duty game has been going down for the past couple of years here. So let's just unpack and discuss it. We came off of a high from the beta. Everyone seems to be loving where this game is going, and it seemed like for once, hey, we were going to have a good Call of Duty game this year. Surprise, surprise. Activision and Sony just decide to fuck everything up. So if you haven't heard, which you probably already have, Survival in Spec Ops is going to be a year exclusive on the PlayStation 4. Yes, you heard me right, a year exclusive. Now, this isn't the entirety of Spec Ops, but Survival is really what makes people want to play Spec Ops. It's just a mindless, kind of mind-numbing game mode. It's kind of similar to Zombies, where you just get waves upon waves of enemies, but these ones have guns. You have a little bit more of an objective in Survival. It's not just see how high you can go. You kind of just, you want to be a little bit more tactical about it. Yeah, it's just mindless shooting dead bots, but they shoot back. They do shoot back. I mean, the missions in Spec Ops were cool. I do like the Survivor missions. I remember going through and doing all of them in Modern Warfare 2, playing with a buddy of mine. That was great fun, but really, Survival is just where it's at when it comes to Spec Ops, and that is going to be only on the PlayStation 4 for an entire year. Now, the reason that they kind of announced this, and after they were getting flack, one of the devs came out and said, hey, essentially, I'll break it down in dumb terms. They said that if we didn't do this deal, then we wouldn't have crossplay. So, while yeah, it really sucks, I think crossplay and multiplayer does sound a bit better than Xbox and PlayStation, or sorry, excuse me, than Xbox and PC having Survival. Yes, it does really suck. But then again, the meat and potatoes is really the multiplayer of Call of Duty. The campaign does look really good too, so the campaign might be a point of interest here, but the multiplayer is really always the big selling point of Call of Duty. So, am I disappointed? Yeah. Do I understand? No. I think it's still just a shit deal. Activision's just looking for more money from Sony. I think it was a real bad way to fuck over anyone who doesn't have a PlayStation 4. Now, yes, again, this isn't the entirety of Spec Ops. It's not like 1/3 of the game is completely missing, but Survival really is what makes Spec Ops really fun. It's like 5% of the game, really. So it does kind of suck that, hey, you have to pay for the whole $60 game or $100 or whatever you want to spend on it, depending on which order you get. Yeah, it just kind of sucks. And then the gaming revolution drops a bomb on us, which, I mean, we all should have been expecting anyways, but he was like, you want some real bad supply drops? Well, you're going to get them. And it's like, well, yeah, were we all really expecting anything different? I mean, unless the government really steps in with that bill that they're making to ban loot boxes in games, it's not going to go anywhere. It's really not. Supply drops have been in Call of Duty since Advanced Warfare, and that was what, 2014? Yeah, 2014. So it's now 2019. It's been 5 years. They're not going anywhere, guys. I'm sorry to say, if you believe anything different, if you thought that this game was going to be the perfect Call of Duty game, you're wrong. I'm sorry to say, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but supply drops are never going away. Bad monetization in a Call of Duty game is never going away. It's always going to stay. It's going to be a part of the game. For the past 5 years, bad microtransactions has been a staple of every single Call of Duty game. And to people saying, well, yeah, but it's cosmetic only. No. It doesn't matter how many times they've said cosmetic only. Modern Warfare Remastered was supposed to be cosmetic only, and the original Modern Warfare didn't even have supply drops. That was a bonus game that came with Infinite Warfare. They put supply drops in the bonus game. Not only that, but they put weapons not in supply drops technically, but you have to open supply drops to get the weapons. You have to basically unlock or open a specific set in order to unlock the weapon. It's crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. Modern Warfare Remastered, they said it was going to be cosmetic only. Black Ops 3, they said it was going to be cosmetic only. Infinite Warfare was really the only good game that had a good system. If you got the Season Pass, you could instantly unlock the guns. If you didn't have the Season Pass, you just had to do some challenges. And people are like, well, Infinity Ward did that system. Why couldn't they do that same system in here in Modern Warfare? because the reason why that, excuse me, tripping over words here. The reason why Infinity Ward didn't bring that system back is because Infinite Warfare was already a bad selling game. It already was underperforming to a huge hell extent. So they had to do anything to put good grace into the players' hands. So they were like, hey, if we're gonna add new weapons, let's just put it in the season pass. We'll just give them challenges that they can do to make it really easy to unlock them. They did that because Infinite Warfare was such a piss poor selling game. So now with Modern Warfare, they see the hype. They see everyone is backing this game. People are coming back to the franchise that haven't played in over 10 years. So why would they not throw in that system? What's terrible too is that even though this is a shitty system, as terrible as Black Ops 4's system was with the reserves, with the whole battle tier pass and COD points, I think Black Ops 4 has made more money in microtransactions than any other Call of Duty game. And Black Ops 4 is hideous. Black Ops 4 is the worst microtransaction model I have ever seen, like in just a video game. Mind you, I don't play many outside of Call of Duty. I'm kind of a Call of Duty shill, I'll admit that. But I can, I can criticize the game. I can understand it has its faults. But yeah, Black Ops 4 is the worst monetization I have ever seen. And then, of course, devs also have to come out and say, hey, these are just rumors. This hasn't been confirmed or anything yet. But they're not denying it. That's the thing. They're not denying it. Of course, they're under NDA. They can't talk about anything that isn't given permission. And of course, no one at Activision is going to give anyone permission to talk about how the microtransactions is going to work until they do actually come out. And what normally happens is the game will release with no microtransactions. That's how it happens. They get good reviews. Everyone's like, oh, this game is stellar. There's no real bad microtransaction systems. It's fine. And then as soon as the reviews drop and as soon as Christmas comes, boom, there they are. COD points right in your face, giant fucking bunny outfits, bright blingy camos. It's just how it works. It's just what they do. It's a very good and strategic marketing ploy. Yeah, it's shitty, but it's really smart, and that's really how they get their sales numbers up, is they have good reviews for the game as it comes out because they don't have a shitty microtransaction system, and then they just pull the bomb on us. So really, I'm not surprised. I do think overall the base game of Modern Warfare itself is phenomenal. I think it's great. Infinity Ward is doing a really good job. You can tell the devs are putting a lot of love into it. Some people are on the opposite end of the spectrum. Some people absolutely despise this game, and everyone has their own opinions. Me personally, I don't think it's going to be the best Call of Duty game, just the base game itself again. But I do think it is going to be really good, and it's going to be a great change of pace. But of course, this is 2019. This is the gaming industry we're talking about, and also this is Activision. What are you expecting? I mean, if people were expecting this to be the second coming of Christ, it's not. It's really not. You could have a perfect 10 out of 10 game, but if you stick Activision behind it, it's going to end up with just shitty microtransactions. And I understand we don't know exactly how it works. We don't know if Activision is saying, hey, you're putting supply drops in the game, or if they're saying, hey, these are the microtransaction numbers that you need to hit, sell as much as you possibly can, and the devs have to, basically, in order to hit those numbers, put in the terrible systems because the terrible systems work. It's gambling, essentially, and there's no way around it. It's gambling, it's addictive, it hooks people, and suddenly they're out $400 and still don't have what they want, and then they come back next week after they get paid and spend another $400. It's just how it works. Of course, the egregious systems are going to make more money because they hook people in. That's what they're designed for. So yeah, that's basically everything that's going on. I'm disappointed, but I can't say I'm surprised. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the whole situation with Modern Warfare, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Tell me like a Hellcat.